What's up, guys? It's Get Ready to Battle. Welcome to another episode of Hypixel Skyblock. On the last video recording we did floors 0, 1, and 2 of more. This time, we're going to go to try to do floor 3 and floor 4 this episode. And these ones are a lot harder, at least for me. These ones I knew I could handle easily. Here's where we have to get serious. So let's hop right into floor 3. Now, first of all, that intro armor I did, that's just more of a joke. I got Shadow Assassin between episodes, which I feel pretty proud of. They haven't gone up yet because I haven't gotten the chest plate. So instead, we're going to keep using my not okay Skeleton Grunt armor. I'm using the same equipment as before, and this should be good enough. It'll slightly increase my level. So, I got some people saying how they thought my videos was a guide, so I'm going to try to speak more guide-like than I did last time. Once again, a very good benefit to an archer is that you get to hide away and shoot people from far away, meaning you're less likely to die. That matters especially more in floor 3 past it, because in entrance you respawn after like 25 seconds. Entrance is maybe 50. Floor 1's maybe 50. Floor 2 is maybe 2 minutes. I don't know the exact times. What I do know is floor 3 has you cannot respawn. If you die, you are still dead. This world is pretty laggy. There's also a few new mobs that get added with each floor, and there's 2 mobs in this floor that's pretty dangerous for the archer class. First of all, not him, but I was going to show a creature which I backed away from to go show it. But the Skeletor. Previously, when a skeleton dies, it drops its head. When 3 skeletons die near each other, they form into a new version of a skeleton. Now, once floor 3 and beyond, or I don't know about truly beyond, at least for like 3 through 6, they turn into a Skeletor, which imagine a creature like the Crypt Lurker, except that bone he can throw more than once, and also he hits harder, and he's faster, and he has more health. So it's just, imagine if Crypt Lurker wasn't a suicide bomber. What if they actually could keep fighting afterwards? So they are pretty dangerous. There's also a new mini boss of. Previously, it was just the Lost Adventurers and the Angry Archaeologists. But then, there is a third one. I'll show that when we come across it. Until then, I'm going to keep walking around and clearing out the floors. Once again, with being an archer, it's good how you can avoid damage early on. Also, even if you are bad at avoiding damage, you get this floating bone that makes it so you very rarely take damage. Or you have basically a free shot to not take damage, so if you're an idiot and walk into a trap, or get jump scared by a guy, you don't immediately die. And it is pretty nice to have, it's always nice to have a emergency out. Like, oh, you would get punished for your mistakes? Don't. You have to make 2 mistakes before they get punished, instead of just 1 mistake. So it gets more forgiving. Unfortunately, as you get higher up, at least as I've been trying to do more floor 5s to get the chest plate, I've been noticing a lot more people who are archer, which means that if you are trying to be solo archer, which you want to be solo class wherever you are because you get bonus stats, then it is more dangerous. Or is harder to come across. So either you have to talk to people, you have to stick it out, or you have to just keep finding different lobbies until it eventually works. There's no solid just wait and it will work. Or get a free guarantee. But maybe that just means more archers easier when starting out as compared to, say, Berserk. Now let's handle this mini-boss room. Which I don't know, I'm thinking about terminology with boss monsters. Involving how, like, that's definitely called the mini-boss room. But most of these rooms, like this one, have their own version of a mini-boss in them. Does that mean they're just mini-bosses? Are they the boss of this room? How should the terminology be for something like that? Okay. We previously did the gravel room. Ooh, this room has a pretty cool puzzle. For this, I'll show that after I clearing out some of the monsters on the bottom half of this multi-layer floor. Just for clearance, we're going to eliminate them. Just easier to handle. Oh yeah, also another problem with these monsters is that, say if you're working with a team, the melee people go through first, they go past the corpses, and then later on, there will be 3, which will cause the Skeletor to appear near you when you're unprepared. Like here. say berserkers were ahead of me, I'm behind. Now this Skeletor is here, meaning it's already close enough to me that they can hurt me instead of me being able to just shoot it from far away. It makes it pretty dangerous. Here is a fun little puzzle. It's not necessarily a puzzle. You can ignore it if you have the I forgot what the tool is that lets you break blocks in dungeons, but it exists. Here what you need to do is either get teamwork or be creative. So if you stay on this pressure plate, this gate will open. The problem is, if you get off the pressure plate, it will lower again. You have to stand on that pressure plate to raise this gate. Now how are you going to do that? Well, look, why do I hear skeletons taking constant damage? They're in the fire. You know what, we'll do that second. But what you can do is you can throw an item on it, and the item will lift the gate, so you can walk through. And you can throw another item on. And then, once you open this chest, then both gates will just stay open forever. I fell down, I did not mean to fall down. Whoops. Okay, down here we have just the basic traps in front of a wall. Puzzle room. Meanwhile, we're just going to clean out the room here. Down here, there's only that one secret. You don't need to do all the other secrets. You can go straight towards the exit, or just get that one secret and then teleport up back through the hole you fall down in. You don't have to go through here and killing all the mobs, but I'm going to. Free monsters, free pieces of armor. I did not mean to use this ultimate ability, but oh well. Once you get up here, here's a little gated room. I do like how there's like storytelling of there's a lever inside and an item, so you know from the outside, man, how do I get inside? And then you might be able to see the explodable wall, or if you're walking around, you will just see that up on the top floor. It's a little bit of environmental storytelling, which I think is pretty cool. Or a little bit of, I guess, prelude to the secret that's there. I think that's pretty cool. Anyways, we're just going to continue through the room. And look, we even got a shard. I don't think I've talked about it at all in the last episode. I could be wrong. But some of these monsters have hunting shards. If you've gone to Galatea, foraging level 12 island. Oh god, no. I'm getting careless. If you've been to the foraging level 12 island, then you've probably accessed hunting skill. That means when you kill mobs, you get shards. Those shards increase your stats. The dungeon also includes monsters that you can hunt. The only problem is you can't throw the black hole down to just automatically basically get shards very easily, at least assuming you're trying to. Instead, what you need to do is get some of the salts. Those salts will give you a chance to get a shard every time you kill that creature. I'm currently using the cheapest shard because it's just so easy to get. And then you can just get like a month from like, work for 20 minutes to get a month of salt on the lowest level, which is 50% for each one you get. So there's a few ones that are in here. They're like the tank zombie, and a few more that I don't remember. Like zombie soldier. I don't remember. There's a probably wiki I could look up that has all the answers to them. Anyway, since we got a lever, the lever down there, this door has opened, and we get this secret. Yay! Every time I see the leaves falling, I'm assuming that it's a bat, and even though it's not a bat. Ooh, this is a this is a different type of puzzle room. The puzzle rooms change as you get more in depth. This is the higher or lower. This is a bunch of blazes in a tube, and you're supposed to hit them in a certain order. Say from higher to lower. But it's actually, you have to be careful with this room. It's not always just higher or lower. You have to look at how the room is oriented. In this case, the chest is up high, and you lower it down. On other times, the chest is on the ground, and it has to be raised to the top. If you walk in and make the mistake, then you wouldn't know. Since the chest is up high, and the bottom is not, you have to kill the blazes in terms of highest health into lowest health. Such as the solver says the green one is the 4,500 health blaze, followed up with the second one being this 4,100 health blaze. So assuming you don't have the solver, you have to go walk around, you have to take note of the health, maybe keep track of them in the thousands before you line up and start killing them one by one. We can also see there's only one that has only 1,000, all the others are at least 2,000, so we know that one's going to be last. But you can also intuit as you go. The problem is some people's like solvers won't work. I think you need to get a good look at all the places for the solver to work. I could be wrong about it. And that I don't have much experience with the solver, and I just do it every time just in case. But you also need to remember that you have to hit the lowest HP one if the chest is near the bottom. And it does not relate to how the blazes are vertically in the room. If they are at, like this bottom one is the one you need to hit first, followed up by the top one. It's not about where they are. And also another emergency thing, or a thing to be careful of, be sure if you're hitting them with range. I don't know even if you can hit them with melee. I'm going to try it. I cannot, but you might be able to if you're a berserk who has, I think, a longer range. You have to be careful, say if you're a mage or you're an archer, which I think they fixed it now, because I feel like I'm not getting any double arrows in this room. But definitely like 2 years ago was a problem. Maybe like 3, I forgot when I quit. Of multiple arrows coming out, or multiple beams coming out. And if you have, say you're hitting this blaze, because it's right here, and that one behind it, which I can't zoom into, this one behind it you aren't supposed to kill yet, you will end up killing this one, and then killing that one, and messing up the puzzle. Which happened to me once or twice before. These were years ago, though. So you have to make sure you do it. Make sure you also, there's no friendly fire, I guess? No, collateral damage would definitely be the right word when you do this puzzle. Also, at least with this solver, I don't know about others, the room is called higher or lower, and in the top left, the minimap emphasizes which one it is. This is the higher one, so you have to hit the higher one first, which I like, which I think is cute, because then you get even more info about the room before you get there. Here we have another simple tic-tac-toe room. They're in the corner, so you hit the middle, and once you get higher end floors, they go in the corner more often. I think if you're on floor 1 or floor 0, they never do it. You just make sure they can't actually win. Also, you can do a little bit of cheese to save time. It's not really cheese, it's more just laziness. I knew where I placed it. I knew that they are going to block me, so they're going to go here, which means I know that I need to go here, or as they make the line. So I can just start spamming the button before it's actually done. That way, when they place it, I automatically place mine, to save time. Remember that I mean like save like real life time. In the meanwhile, now we can go through this room. And since I'm here, let's just blow up this wall, because I can. More crypts. Ooh. Nope, lost adventure again. Oh, this room, I don't know if we did last episode, but I do think this room is pretty cool. This room has 2 mini-bosses. Funny enough, killing neither of them actually gets you the exit. I'm going to kill a bunch on the ground floor, and then I'm going to kill where I believe the one that you actually need to kill is. So first we're going to walk around and exterminate multiple of them. Okay. Does not look like there's many over here, which is good to see. Oh, I just completely walked past this zombie soldier. We're going to kill these. Kill them. Ooh, I also see in the distance a new room. And a new room type, which is significant. Because it changes everything you know about, or everything that has been taught throughout the dungeons. At least most things that have been taught throughout the dungeons. So first of all, we killed the special room up here. It's always just one of the guys that's on this part of the staircase. You kill him, and then you're done. Also, as you can see in the GUI, there's a fairy soul right over there. So in case you enter this room for the first time, go to the fairy soul that's right over there. Because you want more fairy souls. They're basically free. Give you free XP. Which gives you free health. Also gives you backpack slots by getting them. So it's just worth it to do. In the meanwhile, the secrets are this explodable wall. Over here, this chest. And with the explodable wall over there, in here, there's an item. Pick up all 3 of those. I'm also going to clean out my inventory for revive stones. These are normally good, but in a solo run, they are useless. Because by the time I can... Well, I guess they're not... They're nearly useless. Sorry. They have one specific use, and that's getting the amber phone contact number of one dungeon person. I'm just going to... Now, let's show off where the second mini-boss of the room is. Now, it can also be one of many, and I think we found the specialty one. Yes, we found the specialty one. Okay, we're not going to... Whoops, I fell. This is the specialty one. We've previously seen the Lost Adventurer and the Angry Archaeologist, who both fight by walking at you, occasionally pulling out a bow. This one works differently. I don't think... No, it definitely has a bow. But it also has a special ability. I'm going to show by backing away from it. It's here. It's like a ghost. Ignore how this part is just a trap that's not connected to him. It's not like this is his special room. This is just where he is. When he aggroes you, your screen becomes red, and he aggroes onto you. Then he teleports to you. He does a backstab because he's a shadow assassin. And if you get too far away from him, he teleports to you, which is dangerous if you're a long-range fighter such as me, or I think some mages. I don't actually know exactly how mage strategy is, but what I do know is be careful about them. If you're an archer, do what I do, or at least what I recommend to do, which is the moment you see them, just prepare that they teleport around, and then you just bow them down using the power of your ultimate ability. Save your ultimate ability for that monster specifically, and then be afraid. And also try to see it before it can see you. Because once it's locked in, and does that particle, or does the red zoom in border, that will still follow even if you leave line of sight. So just hiding behind a corner will not save you. You will be jumped, you will probably die very quickly. So you must try to be prepared. Especially since this is now a new floor. You have no experience against that monster with doing the other floors. So you need to be at least mentally prepared, if not physically prepared. This is a guy who I've now used a solver for because I'm lazy. But we are all telling the truth. This person's telling the truth. This person is lying. That means they cannot all be telling the truth, because then this is a contradictory. They're lying. That also means Hope's lying, which means it's not in Renault's trust, because we know Hope is lying. This one, at least one of them is lying, which is true. The reward is not in Hope's chest. That means we know this is true. So it's not in Hope, not in Renault. We know it has to be in Baxter. What do you mean? This server will restart soon. Scheduled reboot. The server will not reboot until your instance is over. This is fine. But that's also worrying. That means we should hurry in case things pack up. Okay, here's a special room. So you know how we're chilling here. We can teleport around. We walk into here. There's a crushing wall. There's a crypt over here. We go walk a bit forward, and the floor gives way. You look up here. There's an arrows above. This is a trap room. Here, it's like, oh, and you fall down, you burn in lava. But don't worry, we can teleport across. You don't get abilities. You're gonna have to do this legit. Now, you don't actually have to do this legit, but I'm gonna show how to cheese it in the other version, or in floor 4. For now, how to do this room is you can go across to do exactly this one, but then there's a wooden wall here that you have to get past this crypt. So I'm going to do the crypt first. So first step, blow up this crypt. You have to then shoot him. You can't use your item abilities, and there's totally no way to get past it. Anyways, so here's a lever behind the crypt. Watch out when you flip this lever, because if you just stand here and flip it, you're going to die. You see these death mites that have 1.7 billion health? Yeah, well, if you flip the lever, the floor gives way. You're being attacked by 5 death mites now, and you can't teleport out of it. So be afraid of that, because that will be dangerous. In trap room, we just run across. I always just ignore that. But I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Now, this half of the section has a little mini room with that false way, and then there's 2 ways. Either a risky way with more fire, or a safe way that takes longer. I just do the safe way because I don't know how to do the other way safely. Now we can go through this path. In here, there is a crushing wall, and we need to run left. If we run that way, there's fire. And this way, there's arrows. Here, there's a tripwire. I accidentally walked in the tripwire, and I should not have done that. Now here is more crushing walls with fire, and run. Now here's another crushing wall, but it doesn't go all the way. But look, there's a chest. It's totally gonna be safe, right? It's a trap. First, I'm gonna defuse this. What you need to do is blow up this wall. But first, I'm going to show what happens when you open it. Oh god, it's here. So this is why bone plating is good, because otherwise you would have just been hit by that. I thought it was there. Whoops, I got mistaken by a different trap chest. Anyways, here you need to use another Super Boom TNT. Okay, that's here. Now here are some arrow traps, but the interesting thing is sometimes they glitch out. I don't know why they glitch out, but they do. Normally you have arrows here, arrows here. Oh god. Maybe it's because I clicked it. Maybe it's because I angered it. I think I angered it. Anyways, here's a lever. Flip the lever. You will need it. Then run through. So now this section, this is above where we previously were. So be afraid, because if you fall down, you will have to do the whole part again, which means you could take more damage. This part says that it's like planned to be a pitfall. I don't know if that is just a mistake or what it is, but this part is safe to walk on. There's no actual trick here, other than just you falling because you make a mistake. In here is another secret. Over here, there's this room that spawns a spat. Make sure to punch it. Then over here, right here, there's a wooden wall that we had to flip that lever behind the arrow wall for to get through and open this final chest. Now we've done all 3 secrets in this room, and we can escape. I'm going to wait for these to come back, even though I could technically run with the fire and just not die. And there you go. Ooh, skeleton growth. Die. Dang. Okay, Skeletor. Let me open this wall while I'm here. Ow. See, look, we got a Skeletor shard, which is actually pretty good, because this one just gives damage from ranged weapons, which is common. The Zombie Soldier gives you damage against undead mobs, which is pretty good. Do I have any others from here? No, I don't. So now, next room is actually one of my least or less favorite rooms. It's so vertical, and you're already at a disadvantage. And even if you get the advantage, it's still annoying to shoot them all down. And they're all archers, so they have more Skeletors. It's just, I do not enjoy this room. And also, there's always just one that's like high up that's still there that just happened to not aggro onto you. Oh my god, my inventory is almost full. Here we go. Like, look, there's just another guy up there. Imagine if that guy was the one you need to kill. Now, the secrets in this room, there is over through here, through the vines, we have up here a chest. We got more spider essence. On the other side, we have a skull. Now, usually, if you have the teleport stick, which is what I'm calling this, you can teleport up there. But if you don't, you can get up to here. I'm not sure how to do it with just parkour. No, it's probably like, no, wait, like here. I want to try doing it without teleporting now. Okay, go this way. Walk around through these vines. There we go, figured it out. You walk up here, you're on the skull. Walk down here, down these vines, another chest. And then you can just fall down this way. Then we run this way into the fairy grotto, which means we run this way into the wall. And this is a long room that has... Ooh, Shadow Assassin. I did not mean to hit it. Okay. You back up like that, and then you start blowing them down, and then you also maybe make sure you're actually aiming at them and not aiming off to the side. And you kill them. Okay, now if I remember correctly, this room also has something dangerous with the blood room, which is why I'm going to maybe go a bit slower. Who needs to be going slow? It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? We die? Actually, my inventory's getting pretty full. Maybe I won't do this just yet. Let me just go clean out my inventory and pause the thing and do that. Ooh, super boom. Okay, now that we've cleaned the inventory, let's show you the specialty with the blood room. Now, this doesn't mean I've cleaned out this section yet. I just want to show the blood. You made it this far. Interesting. Much stronger than I was expecting. I don't actually know if he does different text. This might be the first time. Oh wait, not to worry. I've recently added a very fine piece to my collection. Now, what piece do you think he added? I don't know if he actually spawns. Look, it's Bonzo. We got Bonzo here, and he shoots the balloons. We got basically phase 2 Bonzo in there, which means if you aren't prepared, you can get jumped and die. I am luckily prepared for it, but say someone else opens the blood room and you're still cleaning out this room, Bonzo can come out. I've had, on 2 different occasions, Bonzo specifically come very far out of the blood room. Like, say the blood room was here, I would be, like, in this room, pretend it's not a trap room, and Bonzo came and killed me. Which is weird, because it's, like, a whole separate room, through a different room. Which either means someone accidentally kited it, they on purposely kited it, or something happened. I didn't work. So notably, while it does save time to have the blood room go early, it also helps just having music in the background. Do you want free music? There you go. Here's some free music that's just playing as you complete the rest of the dungeon. Unfortunately, the music does go away once you clear the blood room, so it's not immediately done. So there's actually an incentive to not actually clear the blood room. And what I mess up? I'm missing a secret. I remember which secret I'm missing now. I keep forgetting to do it. Hello, goodbye. Behind that exploded wall, and there's also just an item up on the skull. Go get it, get it. There we go. Spirit leaps. Very useful. It is unfortunate, though, how they are stacked. They give you 5 of them, and they're stackable in 16, which means they just fill up my chest very fast. Oh, it's not this room. Wait, I have literally cheats that tell me where to go. I forgot that I could just do this. Another crypt. Up to the first 5 crypts you blow up get you bonuses. I should blow up these. Did he say? That'll be enough for now. Yes, he did, which means we're gonna just shoot him down. Oh, you can teleport, by the way. I think we've seen that last time. I think I showed in floor 2 that they could get bonus effects. Oh yeah, the parasite. He dies and splits. Here we go. Let me kill the bat real quick. I just want to do every secret. I believe that you can miss like a few secrets and still get 100% explore, but I like all secrets, and that's what matters to me. So now we can enter here, we get the 2 blessings, and we enter into the boss room. Now, this is a 3-phase boss room, so we're going to enter and be prepared for phase 1. This is the professor. You can read his text as he talks. I will not. Phase 1, there are these 4 guardians in the tubes. They will all be active. They're not all a threat, but they do all exist. The interesting thing about them is if you kill them, they don't stay dead. After 10 seconds, they get back up. The way to actually get through this phase is have them all dead at the same time. A good way to do that is either be so strong you just kill them without caring, or you weaken them all in the same way that I'm doing until you can just go in and decide, you know what, they all die. Like, this one's dead. Oh god, kill the laser one. Laser one's dead. See the 10 seconds above said? I don't know if you saw it because it was short, but after 10 seconds they come back. They have a bit less maximum health, so you can still kill them, even if you don't have the, even if some people are messing up in your team. Phase 2 is actually pretty simple. He just kind of runs at you. I don't have the... He might do more dangerous things if you have to like fight him as a berserk. I'm an archer, so I can just put him in the corner. I can put him in air jail. Okay, that was phase 2. He goes down from 3 million to 750. Phase 3, he combines with these guardians. He gets a new 3,000, and he also immediately spawns some guardian helpers. Here you just kill him fast. Notably also during the phase 1, some guardians spawn, I think during phase 2, but maybe they just exist from phase 1. Either way, during phase 1, those guardians exist, but like they're smaller, and then they can become into big guys. Also, the professor is like, he's messing with... Here, maybe we can read the lore now. It's bad news, we killed his kid. And then, we found him, now he's here. And that's just charging his power. And then he says, the guardians, he begins with them, but he's stronger than a wither. And like the whole bit is the bosses are withers. So now then he gets killed. In the meanwhile, we can then look at our chests. Unfortunately, because it took me a while, because I went through and did everything and explained everything, it took longer. Luckily, there's still an ultimate wise, which is worth 100 mil. Or 100k. Or at least to me it is, because Iron Man. In the meanwhile, I'm now going to get set up in between rounds before I can show you floor 4. Side note while I go through these. Interesting change that happened. Inflatable Jerry egg? I mean, this must have happened like very recently. Inflatable Jerry's used to be Minecraft villager spawn egg, as you can see underneath common dungeon item. But then they changed to be polar bear spawn eggs. Now this one's more visible, but the decoys used to be polar bear spawn eggs and are now... Oh, they're also polar bear spawn eggs, but now they're a different color. It's weird, and I don't know why. Like, they're both labeled as polar bear spawning, which I just realized now. But they changed what item it was. Good, interesting thing to think about. We are now in floor 4. Floor 4, I believe, is more imposing. As all rooms, it has more... All the monsters have more health and more damage, and there's more dangerous boss fight. And the boss fight here is more impending, or more intimidating, than the other boss fights. But I think it's maybe the last one that you can cheese. I don't know if you can cheese floor 5 or floor 6 or floor 7. Definitely don't think you can cheese floor 7. At least not in major ways. As someone who hasn't played it legit. But floor 4 has a very strong way to basically ignore the boss fight. Floor 3, and all the others you have to actually power through. This one you can technically do it, but you can technically solo this if you can solo the other one. But the problem is it will be a lot harder, it will be a lot slower, will be a lot tougher than doing it through power. And unfortunately, I don't have confidence in my power. Well, I have confidence in my power. I don't have confidence in my survivability. Oh, you see this Withermancer? This is a new mob. I killed him fast because I panicked when I saw him. But he has a new ability. Or not really ability, but a new gimmick going on. Did you see? You might have seen. I don't know if you saw. He had little floating skulls around him, just floating around him. If he aggroes on you, those also come at you. I think he just stabs you too, but those come at you and they heat seek. Unlike other weapons, such as the bone that the crippler goes doesn't heat seek, which means if he fires it, you can dodge it. You cannot dodge the what the Withermancer has, his little skulls. You might be able to block it. I don't know. I know you can't dodge it. Okay, panic. You know what? Let's dodge. Let's run away. Running away is good right about now. Notably, also be prepared because you might be out of your depths and then have to fight a bunch of guys at once, and also might be run out of mana while you need to heal. Be afraid. Be very afraid at all times. Meanwhile, we're gonna go through this little doorway here. Get these items. Wait. That's my diffuse kit. I got confused. Diffuse kit. In part of my kit, I've removed the grappling hook. Since I got the aspect at the end, I haven't been using it. For your kit, I think you definitely want the aspect at the end. I don't think you need the rogue sword, but I still enjoy it just because I like to run on the ground instead of teleport everywhere. I haven't put a lot of effort into increasing my mana. On top of that, you probably want a zombie sword. It's a separate sword that gives you healing. That you probably want, even with like floor 1, floor 2. It's from the Zombie Slayer. I haven't got it just out of laziness. I never got it when I first played, and I didn't get it when I started playing again. Probably should get it, but... Okay, this room is this part of this room is very scary. Because you have to be right next to the arrow trap. And there's no way to hide from the arrow trap. You just gotta go faster through the arrow trap. That's why it's so scary to me. And honestly, if you don't have the... if you don't have an aspect at the end, it might be willing just to have someone else go handle it. Because even as an archer, you aren't saved from it. Okay, side thing. I don't think I talked about this last time, even if I might have said it. Did you see how this item was floating in front of me? And when he died, it spawned on the ground? That shows that it is a maxed gear, or maxed quality for the floors. I don't know if I mentioned, but on all floors, the gear has a certain quality, and it can, or has a certain stat line in the same way of every tool, but it can also be up to 50% better. Or I think it's up to 50% better. Meaning that you can have the same gear as someone else, and have yours be worse than theirs. The basic mods of a bunch of different mods have ways to see it. You can also look by comparing the stats yourselves. That also means a one from floor 3 can be better than one from floor 4. If it is max quality, then it will spawn on the ground like that. It will be higher rarity. There'll be other changes that make it more obviously better when you first get it. Also, it being high rarity is good, because I don't know if you can also put a recombulator on it, or if it comes pre-recombulated, but it immediately makes any reforges on it better. On a side note part, if you say you don't go in-depth with the research, you might just look at the gear stats. In the same way, this says 8,000, this is 10,000, this is 900, this has 700. The gear stat is not actually one-to-one with what you want. I've seen gear stats change based on what reforge it has. And the reforge also comes randomly determined, but that's easy to change, unlike the gear quality, which is hard to change and just impossible to change. Meaning, don't just focus on the gear stat or on the gear score. It's good at like a rough value, but don't need to do rough. You can afford the extra minute or so to compare the numbers and see which one's bigger. Notably, all the stats, if they're the same equipment, will be all equally scaled. Like, such as between, I don't have 2 on me, but say these are both the same type of shoes. They're both. If one has more health, it's also going to have more defense, it's not going to be less in any category. Assuming you actually do it correctly and you do the math before reforges, because the after reforges gets weird. Anyways, now we did the 9 big room. Now here's a smaller room, which is also kind of worrying. At least I think it's worrying. This room is actually a glitch, funny enough. Or at least I think it's glitched. So you see how there's one secret in this room? We're going to go do all 3 secrets in this room. What happens is, step 1 in this room. You know what? Here, honestly, I'm scared of the other mobs that are so close. I'm going to just gun them down and not have to worry about them. There we go. So we don't have to worry about those now. But this room, step 1, you get this skull. Step 2, you have to go over to here and flip this lever. That will unlock this door. The worrying part is that... You saw there? Stop it. Did you see the boots and shoe running around? I don't know if you can see. There. It just ran back for a second. There was particle effects. If not, there is always a mini-boss in that room. He's not the same level as the yellow room, but he is still dangerous. And if you walk in thinking, oh, I'm going to go do... I've gotten everything done. I'm going to go do secrets now. You will get bodied by it. Be prepared, especially if you're with a team. Someone else might have just flipped this lever already. So you walk down this aisle and get owned. So be prepared. It's not always the Shadow Assassin. Could be a different one. Okay. As a side note, with how I think the Shadow Assassin works, this could be wrong because I haven't done side research on this. At least it's worked in practice for me. Backing away like that has caused it to hurt, or not hurt me. Anyways, so we got that. We placed the skull. We go walk down here. And what is down here? A room. What else is in here? 2 additional secrets. We open this, we get an item. We open this, we get a thing. We now have 3 out of 1 secrets. I don't know if you can see there, but you might be able to see. You see that how we've done secrets. All of them. We're 3 out of 1. But there's a white check mark. It's going to look like this room isn't complete. But it is complete. The tracker knows that it's complete. But there's 2 secrets in here that just didn't count for that. It's weird. I don't know why it's like that. And it's been like that for years. Maybe no one's made an actual complaint about it. And people are like, yeah, sure, it's fine. It's funny. Because I know there's plenty of people who can know something's wrong and not comment on it. Like me. Like, I'm not telling people, or I'm not telling the staff, hey, this is a problem. I'm just nosing that it exists and thinking, haha, that's funny. Anyways, someone will probably tell them. But if everyone says someone will probably tell them, no one tells them. Anyways, luckily there's a simple room like that. We have now, let's go do this this path. Oh, this is a fun little room. This has no secrets in this room. It's called admin, and we have a bunch of different admins here. At least I'm pretty sure these are admins. I don't actually know exactly what the admins look like, but you can look around here and pay respects to these admins. Like, this one's definitely Mini-Clune. I think I know that one. In fact, let me blow that one up. I'll actually do it at the same time. Okay, I missed. What the? Oh my god, they made him look different. Oh, they have their name. This may be the first time I've done this. Neat. Do you get a revive zone from all of them? Is this basically like a mini checkpoint room, assuming you have the ability to use super booms? I need to test this out right now. Oh, and there's also a punch. Wait, a punch. Okay, it doesn't look like you got like a revive zone from all of them, so I could be wrong about that. Interesting. Maybe it's just the middle ones? I don't really know what's going on with that room. I know it's a callback to the admins. Neat. I wonder if someone gets fired and then they have to edit that room. That'd be funny. Or if say like something bad came out about one of them, what'd they do? Or what would they do? Anyways, we're going to now clean out this room, and this room's kind of a bit weird, or at least feels a bit annoying to do. Because it always feels like to me that the boss monster is just somewhere, or the one who has things completed is just somewhere, but you never know where. I always feel like I do a full clear of the room, and then I come back and it's like, oh, there's one guy here, and that's the correct one. It's weird. Now, in this case, it didn't happen, but it still feels like it does. Why is, oh yeah. So this chest here has 2 different entrances, and I always go through this entrance. I always go through, teleport stick here, walk in, open chest. I don't actually go through the falling path, but it is a path there. And every time I see it, I'm like, man, that's weird. It turns out it's because it's the probably intended path. Anyways, we're going to now just get the last... Oh, there's 2 different entrances? There's another entrance in this room? I did not know about this one until just now. Fascinating. It's crazy what happens when you have solvers. They just also teach you. You can use it as a learning moment to learn more about how to play the game. It's great. Anyways, we're going to go in here. We're going to do this little puzzle room. just do this little go here. It's gonna go here, so we can start spamming here. There we go. Now we don't know where it's gonna go, so I'm not gonna start spamming. There. Now we can go over, get the Rogue Sword, because Rogue Sword just gives a lot of speed. It gives like what, 100 speed for 30 seconds. It's crazy how powerful it is for how early you get it. It's like what, 100 coins, and it used to be just free by talking to the right person. And the right person was just one of the villagers where the entrance quest is talk to all the villagers. Ooh, this room. Another new puzzle room. This one's called Boulder. What you do is you click the button on it to push it over one block, such as this is one block, this 3x3, where you push it over to here. You need to be able to get to this chest. Notably, because of this extra walkway here, or this extra block of space here, you can get through on any path and get through. For now, I'm going to show how I go through this path. You can get up top with barrier blocks to see through. I think you're not allowed to teleport through here. I could be wrong. Yeah, you can't do that in this room. So probably the same with ender pearls. And meanwhile, we're going to go beep, beep. And then we can see here. Now, if you ever see in any puzzle, any type of puzzle, this wall that has a space in between, or a space before you need to actually do something, a trick you can do is, what did I click? Is push the edge ones and have the middle one, and then push this one to either side. That way it's now open. You can do that with any sort of, if any other puzzle that you play, not necessarily in Minecraft, has a thing like that. That's a rule of thumb that you can use. And then meanwhile, let's go to the other room over here that I did not actually clean out. Hello there. Get shot, please. Oh god, it's lagging. Was this the room that said it was being updated? No, it didn't. This is a different room. Unfortunately, ever since I got to took the grappling hook. Oh, I didn't even mention of the changing off hotbar. Or I didn't finish mentioning. I took out the grappling hook because I noticed I just wasn't using it anymore. Like, I would just save up my mana to use the teleport stick. So I took it out. But the problem is then I keep getting items in here, but I want it to be empty. So at least it's good to know when I got an item, so I know how full I am in terms of my inventory. But still not that good. Anyway, so we're going to go through here, pick up this item. I hate these training weights. I still do not think that they are worth it. They have to take up a whole slot and then many hours to get, what, a bunch of strength for 2 minutes. Ooh, look. You see how it's following me? It's following me no matter how I turn. That's going to happen as long as he's alive. When he stops being alive, then it stops existing. Do they have a timer? They might have a timer for how long they're allowed to follow you for. I don't actually know. I noticed that one stopped following me. And they caused a low explosion to happen. Which is a lot of damage, but that's not true damage. It's before defense. I mean, it's that 6,000 is before defense. Let's flip this lever, and we unlock. Die. This chest. Another revive stone. Neat. I want it. Why do I have another one in my hotbar? Get out. Okay, let's go to this room over here. And it's the trap room. I'm now going to show you how to cheese the trap room. So, you can't use item abilities in here. What can you do? There's no way to cheese this, right? You can't even heal. It's really dangerous. What are you going to do? Man, if only there was something that isn't legally classified as an item ability, but it's still an ability that lets you move. Take out these ender pearls and just... We are now on the other side of the wall. We have now ignored the downside. With the other puzzle room, it's even stronger because you don't need either of the super booms. You can just immediately... You get the one secret that's on this half, and then you teleport up, and then you handle it. There is a very intense worry with this, though. You can just occasionally die. Now, this part of the room, you don't need an ender pearl, but if you do the other version of the trap room, and you use the ender pearls, you save 2 super booms. For using, like, one well-placed ender pearl. Also, watch out. This one has what seems like the obvious, this is going to fall section, but it actually falls here. And we have this chest, and then a lever behind it that unlocks a wall that was on the other side over here. This wall was hidden. For your phrase, remember that falling floor and how it told you, hey, this part's safe, and then it wasn't? This part then just says what it means. It's weird why the part where they get you comes before the part where they teach you. So it's like they teach you to be wary, and then they start following the rules. It's weird. I think it'd be better for teaching if it worked differently. Oh, I got a book. I think I've read this one already. Yes, I have. I'm going to throw this away because it's also only worth 1 cent. I forgot I cannot run fast. When we flip that lever, there's a separate... We can now access the section down here. So we can save time instead of running all the way back by falling down. Notably, also, you try to time it so you don't get hit by the arrows. Don't be dumb with me. Now, down here, there is... If you fall down, you're almost certainly going to hit a wire, and then you have to do parkour to get back. I like to play it safe and just get the wires the first time. Oh, yeah, let me also get the ender pearls on the ground so I can put them back in my sack. Or actually, what I could do is... Let me actually go to... Like, that's definitely the blood room one, these two. So you can teleport here. Notably, you see how I'm being careful with teleporting? That's because if you mess up and accidentally teleport in the block, you are stuck in that block and you cannot teleport out. You cannot leave, you cannot warp to anyone. Or you might be able to warp to someone if you have the spirit leap. But if you are solo and you accidentally teleport in one of these decorational half indents, your head is now stuck in there and you will suffocate to death. And there's nothing you can do. And it's going to take like 15 seconds and you're just going to have to sit there in misery knowing there's nothing you can do. Yes, this happened before. Yes, I was most of the way done. Yes, I was trying to solo F5. Yes, I'm still upset about it. Anyways, we've accessed this whole section. Now we can access the next door. Ooh, this room. I don't remember if this was in the last episode, but it's a very funny story. You see how there's a little boss right there? Well, what the? He teleported already? Oh god. Hey, can you please stop? Hey, can you please stop? Okay, you're also going to make sure you stay close to him, otherwise he will teleport away. Just the unfortunate part. You can't just run away, because then you will keep teleporting. And then he'll keep hitting you. Better actually stay close. And then use the pure knockback power of a billion arrows to get him. Let's put this in the back. Why do I feel like I have a lot less items than before? Let's go do some secrets. Teleport down these vines to get this secret. Okay. This room is in, like, quadrants. And this quadrant has, like, the little banners. Dang it! I messed up. This quadrant has one secret and the, Renaissance. I forgot what it's called. This, section doesn't have anything, at least not yet, but it does have a bunch of crypts up there to open. We're not going through there because it's only crypts, and I don't need crypts. I already have a bunch. Okay, he's just running around and being annoying. This section is actually very important, though. This room. At least assuming you don't have a super broker. Or super... I forgot his name. The wall breaking thing. There's an item down here, but also up here. You can do some parkour around with the leaves, onto the wood, onto the lever, or teleport. You flip this lever, and that will actually unlock a door that's over there on this section. So you can... So we completed the room. But over here, now this door is open. It's normally closed. You can access the chest here. Anyways, I just wanted to show off this script room. There's nothing here. Anyways. But a funny thing, you see this cage in the middle? Do you wonder what it's holding? I'm pretty certain that it's supposed to hold whatever the mini-boss of this room is. But it always spawns below it. It doesn't work. It maybe worked for like one time that I've seen. Or maybe when it first came out, but it doesn't. We wonder how you're supposed to free it? You get past here and flip this lever. Which now there's nothing in it. Just, it's kind of dumb. I kind of want to see them fix that. I want to see them fix that, but it just feels like another generic room if it doesn't fix that. Anyways, in that section there's a bat. Be careful. In case you walk through that doorway, you could make the bat start existing and then fly throughout this big-ass room. And then you don't know where it is. Especially if you go do secrets when someone else already got a secret or two, and then you don't know if the bat was one of them. You have to check all of them again, and then go look for the bat, which is waste extra time. So, be afraid of the bat that's there, because that is just a doorway that exists. In the meanwhile, let's kill them. Oh, this is the 3-part room. This isn't the 1-part room. This is the room that has a whole lot of spiders at the bottom. If you wanted... Ooh. This is a superior dragon. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I don't know if it happened last time, but one of the lost dragons, there's 3 types of lost dragon. There is Holy, which does not exist from the End Island, so the only way to get it is from doing dungeons or buying it online. There is Unstable. There is Young, which is very nice because unstable is like not bad for berserk armor. And there is young, which is very good for moving around the world. And hint, you want to exist in the world. And then we have superior, which is neat because that's the hard to get one, and you can get that if you are a dungeon person. So you don't have to do you don't have to either buy it online or do the dragon grind to try to get the superior armor. You can just slowly, as you do it, occasionally be like, oh, hey, here's a shard. Only problem is it's really slow. Because, like, the reason it's really slow is that in the same way that I got 9 shards from, like, 2 holy dragons, say that's like 4 each, 4 to 5 each, you get 1 per superior. So it's a lot smaller. Anyways, you sneak down here, grab this chest. Interesting enough, up here is like 7 of them, all in like what feels like the same area. Like we can call that one the different area, but fine if you use the arrow explosions, dispose of this crypt, which I think is cool. But then up here, I guess you can also use this stairway, which you climb through, do a little bit of parkour here. Walk around, watch out for the trap there, which I just noticed exists. Do a parkour around here, and reach one of the first 6 that are right here. Those are 5. I think it's 5. I messed up. I'm going to teleport up here. Item number 1 is here. That's an item right there. Item 2 is in here. And then in this room, oh god, my inventory's full. In this room, behind this vine, we have another item. Not only that, there is a lever here. What does the lever access once you flip it? Well, when you previously entered this room, you passed by a gated off chest. So you open this chest, and ta-da! So it's like, I guess only 4. All right there, all right next to each other, which I think is pretty neat. And then you have the one that's right nearby. And then also across here, you have a little bit of parkour, which I'm going to teleport through, to access 2 secrets over here. You got a bat, and you got a chest. So just so many, they're right there. Anyways, down here, there's 2 secrets. There's also the whole army of spiders. So maybe get like a berserk to go through here and kill them easily, or you know maybe just see how high of a kill see how high of a kill combo you can get through this room, because this room is very easy for getting really high kill combos. I'm gonna try to get 75 real quick, which is not gonna be too hard. Like you see how I'm not really putting in that much effort to kill them all. Well, I'm already in 30 and I'm way above 30, and I just hit 75. And what the hell? Did it say 50? I don't think it even said 50. Did it? Anyways, I'm gonna try to hit 100 now because I think it would be funny to try to hit 100. But it's really funny how, like, this is the only room that has lonely spiders in them. But you get so many. Like, my bestiary is so high for them. Oh, I got 97, not 100. Sorry. Because I need to go practice before I jump down here into the pits. Anyways, down here we have a giant spider, which looks cool. I think it's cute. I think it's pretty cool, not cute. There's just a large spider there. It's like a spider boss. Imagine... I think I've done some bits involving having to fight it as a boss, but I don't remember. I have another room that's hidden behind lava right there. Notably, you see how I open the chest and then I drop it and I let myself pick it up? Wait, why do I do that? I don't actually know why I do that. I know I do that, but why do I do that? Also, why are there so many mobs here? Oh, I just didn't even notice because I basically cheesed through this whole section the first time. Yeah, it's a whole little walkway through here, which has this walkway here. I just completely ignored it last time. In the meanwhile, we're going to go over to here. There's some parkour you can do, but usually just teleporting's easy. Here is the holy room, and there's something I can show that I don't know if I've showed. If you hang out in here, in the pool, you heal. Also, these fairies, if you kill them, they drop a revive stone. I'm not going to because I think it also reduces your score, but I could be wrong about that one. So killing those fairies gets you a revive stone, or if someone's already dead, it revives a person, I think. I know that if you're a ghost, you can punch them for the 4 health they have, which will then cause you to be revived. So say your team isn't reviving you, or you made a mistake very early on and now you're dead while doing a 4-3 or higher, and we don't have a healer on you. And people aren't going to revive you because you died in the first 5 seconds. And then you can wait to the fairy room and you can do that to revive yourself so you can keep playing the game. Let's take this out of my inventory. Let me do that. Ow, that hurt. Okay, I have 2 puzzle rooms, so it's definitely these 2 puzzle rooms. Meanwhile, I wanna show how this puzzle works, but first we're gonna fly up to the top and start shooting people. Hi, Skeleton Master. Bye, Skeleton Master. Oh, there's this room. I forgot about that section. Okay, let me actually go do that section for the cleaning out of this room. So, if you blow up this wall, there's a wither essence. I think you can also teleport from here, which I don't know why I don't do more, but yeah. There's also, it's not this way, but I'm going to go this way because there's more mobs to kill, and it will be helpful to not have to deal with them. There's also a book here. Neat. I'm not reading it. That's a lot of words, too bad I ain't reading them. Over here is like some parkour you can do to get over to this area, which is then parkour here, or you just teleport through here. This is the easy part. Now we have a little room with some monsters. Over here is a floor that will fall away with some monsters on the other side of it. So if you walk on it, it will fall. So be prepared for that. And then there's a secret here. Now this room has 2 secrets below it, but how do you access it? Well, there's a bunch of levers around. You go up to one of the levers that matches the color, and you flip it. Or maybe you flip 2 of them. I think you flip 2. I could be wrong. Oh, is they supposed to flip all 3 and I just haven't noticed? There's no way. Or maybe they're... Oh, wait, are they trick ones and the only one of them's right? I don't remember. I think it might be trick rooms and only one of them's right. And I might just always go to this one. Anyways, this releases the gold one. So now, where is the gold one? Here's the gold one. Flip. Oh no, there's a diamond one. You can't really see it because it's gold, but this is a diamond block. Trust me. And over here is the diamond lever. You flip it, and oh look, the hole is open. We can go in now. Watch out. There. Now there's an item right here, and a chest right there. It's like the big bad boss, and then their little henchmen. That's like what I feel when I see those secrets of just those 2. Anyways, let's open up the boss room, just at least to get them started. The only problem is, oh, shiver runs down your spine. You managed to scratch or claw your way here, huh? Don't even think about trying to outwit me this time. My watchful eyes are keeping their eyes on you, or their eyes on you. Haha, real funny. Okay, now he's choosing to summon them. Notably, remember how last time they summoned Bonzo? Well, this time they also summon a creature. Has he already been summoned? He has. That's Scarf. That's the floor 2 boss. He's here now. I'm gonna keep juggling him. If it's lagging. Oh god. Of course they teleports right when it lags. Oh, he's dead. Good. I don't have to worry about it. Oh, he also talks. If I win, you. I mean, if you win, you live. If you lose, you die. If you don't fight, you can't win. Also said some other things like he said. Belongs in his parents' basement, I think. Anyways, creeper beam. I don't know if I mentioned this, but right here, there's always a creeper beam, and I think there's always a beam above it, so there's always just a free out. It's like, in case someone messed up, there's a free out. Because some of these can make it weird. I think it's possible to soft lock it in certain situations. Sometimes there's extra ones. But there are times where, say, if this went to where it goes, and this one goes to where it goes, you could then swap 2 of them around. Say you try to swap them, and it makes 1 line instead of 2, but it doesn't let you undo completed lines, which means you're now stuck with the improper one that can't be done. Anyways, now we can complete this room. And also I thought that was an additional feature of this room that doesn't seem to be true. What the? There's 2 watchful eyes here. I don't know what's going on with them. Honestly, I haven't really done this recently, so I don't know what's going on with these watchful eyes. Anyways, now this floor has a very important thing going on. We're now going to enter Thorn's farm. So now we're going to have to go fast. Okay, we spawn into this arena. Here we're going to fight monsters that come out of these cannons. We have to kill them. But the problem is, we're in this. There's too many of them, and I'm terrible at taking attacks. What can we do? Well, we can hide with the other people, because these are all fake. What can we possibly do? Well, there's actually one other thing we could do. Because there's also bats that spawn. You see these bats? They attack you. Now, if only there's a way to make them attack something else instead. Like a decoy. So they all attack the decoy instead of you. And not only that, what if the decoy doesn't despawn? So they can attack this decoy forever. And we know, and now there is, of all the types, we have cows, we have wolves, we have rabbits, we have chickens. No, I mean, we have rabbits, we have sheep. None of those can hurt us, because we're up here. And also, I'm sure this is going to be loud for them. But their only other mob that can hit you is chickens. They can fly at you, they can basically suicide bomb you. And then they leave these heads, which aren't even eggs. They could be laying eggs, but they aren't. It's weird. But if you land there... so many. Oh, they despawn after a bit. Good to know. You know what? This. I forgot what the noise is. I don't know. This? 1 second. Okay, no, it's still that. Okay. So I'm going to try to... 1 second. I'm going to try to remove that annoying noise. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I figured it out, but I don't know why it works like this. It was under friendly mobs. So now we hit them and we don't make the ding noise. I forgot why the ding is under friendly mobs, because I thought that was the normal noise of hitting something with an arrow. But I've now turned that all the way off, so you're not going to have to hear it. You know what, actually, it's messing me up. Let me turn it on like a little bit. Let me turn it on like 10%. Let's hope that's okay. Doing promise. Okay, that... Okay, I think that's not as bad. So what happens is, you kill the mobs, and this ring appears. It like fills up as you kill more mobs. Eventually, when it's full, this spirit bear appears. You're supposed to kill the spirit bear. Once you kill the spirit bear, you're able to do the next phase. Not really phase, it's basically just the same phase like 4 times in a row. At least the meaningful parts of the phase don't change. So I'm just going to shoot him from far away. I'm not going to have to worry about him. No, but I do have to keep shooting him because he heals, and I don't want to heal him. I'm just going to keep shooting him. And now all of them are attacking me, so let's run back over here. That was a bad mistake. I should have let him get closer, but unfortunately he like runs a little bit, and then he starts strafing you. Maybe if I hide the entire time. Come closer. Yeah, he does some strafing stuff. I need him to come closer. Because if he gets down there, then I can throw him into the pits of other creatures. Interesting thing about these mobs is that the mobs down here will also target the decoy, meaning you don't have to actually solo him. Let me see if I can ult the spirit bear, or solo ult the spirit bear. Oh god, I'm taking hits. Unfortunately, sometimes when the bats respawn, such as when I was hitting them to test it, they attack you, and then they go to the decoy later. Where's the spirit bear, by the way? There's the spirit bear. Let's do this. I can't do it now because I panicked. Oh god, I'm being hit again. Stop hitting me and start hitting the ghast. Also, stop spawning bats. Oh, they're like spawning there and then lagging back. That's weird. Oh, and also the bear's healing. God, I'm almost dead. Because the bear is stuck in the portal, so he's going to heal to full again, and I can't do anything about it. Because anytime I jump down, they're the wolves that are attacking me, or the bats that are attacking me. Maybe if I do this, it helps. Okay, it helps. Hi. I need you to come over here, maybe? See if coming over here helps. It's not coming over here. Okay, stop healing you. Hi. Oh god damn it, it's like... Oh god, there's so many. Well, good thing. This is also good if you need to get your milestone up. Okay, let's try to hit the spear bear in the corner. Try to get the bear stuck. The good thing about the archer is that it's pretty good at juggling. Like, you can have one enemy and just keep hitting them constantly. Which is good to see. So I can do, maybe this helps. Also, the explosion is actually pretty good in this area. Unlike other normal bosses where it's kind of not. Okay, when you kill the bear, a spirit bow drops. It takes your 9th slot. You need to hold this and shoot Thorn. He goes pretty slow, but in the future rounds, he goes faster. You see, he's now, with the health bar, he lost 1/4 of his health. You have to do it 4 times. There used to be a strategy where you just keep hitting him with other things and he'll stall. Now that doesn't work, because now he just gets really fast and then stops being able to be stalled. And then at that point, you basically can't hit him with the bow. What we can do, though, is just this. The bar around it resets whenever the spirit bear dies. So if you're working with a team, you can start killing more mobs once the spirit bear dies. In the meanwhile, you can just let them sit, and then they're probably not going to spawn more. I think I'm just going to hide behind the... Hey, bear. I'm going to try to cut you over here. Oh, wait, it's not going to work because I went to the wrong location. Whoops. Hey, you can come out here. Come out here, please. Wait, or beep. Please come out here, bear. Bear? Bear, please. Bear. Target me. Thank you. Please come out here. Okay, perfect. Stay in the corner. Okay, don't want to hit him too fast, because then he's gonna... Dang it, I hit him too fast because of the lag. I promise this is gonna be kind of laggy because of all the mobs that are there. Also, you have to be careful with the... I've already hit him. I don't want him to start healing. Or maybe what if I go like this? Can I give him the corner? Please get in the corner. No, I fell! Don't want to fall. Just get out. Heal. Okay. Wolves and cows, get out of the way. I'm trying to kite a bear. Okay, bear is in the corner. It's good to see. I'm going to right click every so often, and the bats are hitting me. Back away. Hey, bear. Get shot. No. Get shot with an arrow, please. God. Sometimes the bounce is actually bad. Oh, and also he can shoot you with a bow, I forgot to mention. So, also be careful of when he, pulls out just a Glock 19. Hey, bear, come out here. Come fight me. God damn, he didn't come out of the hole. Come out of the hole. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep you in the hole. You wanna be in there? Guess what? You're gonna die. There. Okay, now he doesn't spawn. The bow doesn't always drop exactly where he is. It drops near there. Now we have a thorn. We shoot him. He spins around. Phase 2 is done. But you see how he's moving also faster than before? Because he is, in case you didn't notice. An additional thing about that is now he can change what direction he's turning. That or it's phase 4. I forgot which one. It could be either. So if you want to be extra careful to make sure it works how you think it does, wait till he's on one of the linear lines. So even if he turns around, he can actually get far. Anyways, in the meanwhile, I'm going to just... Vegan power! Well, bad news. I die. Just gonna do this. Power the vegans. Eat him alive. Okay, we hit 30. That's probably enough. The bear has arrived. Here, the horse is here. It's a bear. 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 Oh, no, I have to also run to the other side. Oops, I forgot about that. Oh god, the chickens are suicide bombing. Maybe now's a good time to go run away. Hey chickens, you totally want to come over here. You don't want to stay over there. No. Promise, they also go really far. Even if you go up to the rafters, they go far. They can chase you for as long as they want. Where's the bear, by the way? Oh, the bear's over there. Oops. Okay, looks like he's in this little outing or little coverage. Oh god damn it! Why the bat? Not now. Dang it. Oh, and I'm also running somewhat low on arrows. I'm now under 1,000. Bat. I feel like I'm taking him to daycare. Hey bear, are you in the right cubby? Yes, you are. No, you aren't. You're on the right cubby. There's an A cubby. Stay in the corner. I'm gonna queue. Getting hit by the fallout shots, but not the actual shots. He's not being hit by the double shots. Oh god, no, not now, bear. Not no bat. Hey bear, no, don't hide behind the corner. Oh god, I'm taking more damage because the bat won't fuck off. The problem is you need to kite them onto the. You have to go drag them over to. There. You also have to make sure you keep hitting the bears, otherwise the bear will start healing, and you don't want to deal with another 3 million health. You almost had them. I'm currently doing what's known as a bad strategy by shoving him into the middle of the room, but I am doing that, and oh god. Okay, so suddenly there were sheep there, even though I haven't seen them all, and also I fell. So that's a problem. Maybe bring more than one decoy. I just use the ones you get normally from secrets, but normally you get more than one, and also normally the bear comes near you, so things were awkward. Also, what if I bring water? I ran out of water, the entire last dungeon run, and I really needed it during that boss fight. I feel like I'm sweating way too much, even though I have a fan on. Anyways, guys, there you go. There's my attempt of soloing Floor 3 and Floor 4. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye!